Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Peach State. Welcome to Georgia, where Freddie Falcons soars from the rafters inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Tonight, a good one on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. And we are underway here in Atlanta. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But what he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. This one caught by Parkinson.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That one brought in by Nakua. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Rams.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Up the sideline, past midfield. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, L.A.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
That's another Rams first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On first down, it is Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They'll go again here with Williams. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
19 yards. And the Rams first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up second and goal.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Here's Stafford. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now, for the point after.
For the extra point.
The kick is good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Falcons, nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. And they are led by their veteran. It's Kirk Cousins.
I think it's so important, Mike, when we evaluate quarterbacks, especially in the later stages of their career, when they have a little bit of a drop-off, which obviously Kirk Cousins did in his first year early last year for the Falcons, you have to try to read between it. Why? Why was it so different? And I know it seems like an excuse, but I think coming off that Achilles injury took longer and took more out of Kirk Cousins than anyone really anticipated. So here he is a full year beyond that, healthier. And now that he has an opportunity to get back behind center, don't expect him to give it up very easily.
16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 5. Off the play fake, here's Cousins, and he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
On third down, it's Robinson. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Xavier Smith is deep for L.A. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Rams offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. As is caught left side, that's Parkinson. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
And a Rams first down.
Off play action, it's Stafford. Got a man downfield. It's Devontae. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Nakua snags it over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Short throw pulled in by Parkinson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
12 yards.
Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. Well, it's probably one of the most used cliches in football, but I think this is probably the appropriate use of missed opportunity. I mean, he's open in the end zone. All he has to do now is catch it. So that's a play they're going to look back on at the end of this game and say, man, we let that one slip away.
Williams gets it on the draw. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
I don't mind the play call, Mike. We've seen him on this possession have a lot of success through the air. So now you try to change it up and think the defense is selling out to stop the pass. Just try to sneak a draw in there. Not much luck. They're able to take you down for a loss.
Now it's Stafford. That's to Parkinson, open right side. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down. Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. That one is good. And the Rams will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Falcons offense ready to take over for their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
He'll look London's way again. It's complete again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another.
2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Well, over the middle, caught by London. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Algier. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Short throw taken by Pitts. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3, and that's going to set up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now, Cousins. It is brought in the end zone. Drake London. Touchdown, Atlanta.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after. He's got it, and the Falcons are on the board. It's 10-7.
The score, Rams 10, Falcons 7. Bradley Pinion.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field with a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw. Stafford. Open man. Downfield. It is Adams. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. So a big one there to start the drive. 59 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And after that explosive play, they have a chance to extend their lead even more, and they have had their way. The defense has had no answers for anything they've done in the passing game, and they don't find out a way to slow them down. It could be in for a long game.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? A shotgun snap to Stafford. And that is incomplete. Contact at occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Carter on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Another run here for Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They go play action with Cousins. That's caught. It's Charlie Werner, the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
A minute 57 to go in this 1st half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Cousins. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The Gonzalez kick is good. And the Falcons will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford taking a shot downfield for Smith. And that is incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Stafford to throw again. That's caught by Puka. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Again, it's Stafford. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he will have a 1st down, and they're into field goal range now at the 30.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. The Rams going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This one from 47 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Rams going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Keep it up! Keep it up!
On 1st and 10, Cousins is going to air this one out. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Cousins, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a designed run. He'll step up and run this.
Cousins on the keeper. He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any CD can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. The Falcons getting their punter out there. They'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Rams offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
At the 31, 8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. It's another run here for Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. Man in motion is Smith. Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
3 yards. And a Rams first down.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything's short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbound.
It's a gain of 11.
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. On the give, it's Williams. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
That's another.
A chance here for this back to really show his speed. He saw the room on the perimeter, and he was able to get around the edge. Thought he was going to get right to the pylon. Comes up just short. Down near the goal line, sets up 1st and goal.
Williams trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
from the 1. 2nd and goal. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Tyler Higbee. Touchdown, Rams.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Stafford brings the Rams to the line. They'll try to get 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run for it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone and hopes to lead up by 2 more.
Falcons 10.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Carter on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Cousins. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Robinson. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Mooney in motion. On 1st down, it's Robinson. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. They run over center with Robinson. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jared Verse there to make the tackle.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Pitts is the man in motion. Cousins now. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Yard attempt.
And that one joints off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Falcons are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Corum. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Monday Night Primetime continues after this. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
31 yards.
That is a big gainer for the Rams. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 6. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
Stafford on target to Puka, and the Rams have a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They face second down and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route.
And he'll take it on in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, L.A. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The extra point try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Rams will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Falcons 13.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Carter on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
1st and 10. Cousins gonna throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Left side in the hands of London. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 14
He had their lone
yards.
touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you?
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Cousins. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Pitts is the man in motion. Cousins to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And the defense hangs him up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 8.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
So after he gets out of the pocket, he does a nice job in scramble drill finding his receiver along the boundary, and the coverage was really tight, so he's just trying to throw this ball as far out of bounds as I can, but keep it close enough to try to come down with it. So he makes the catch, can't get both feet in bounds, but it's actually a pretty good ball.
That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So, a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown. They run over center with Williams. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
13 yards on the play.
13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 35, here's second and a couple. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's to Parkinson, open right side. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Onyemata brought him down. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Falcons' 23-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Williams. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Brought him down. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
A 38-yard attempt.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Falcons offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Inside the 35. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Gonzalez tacks on the extra point, and the Falcons are able to edge a bit closer. looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. The motion man is Nakua. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Second and 8.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. But things are pretty much spoken for.
And it's third down.
One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. On third down, they go with Cora.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.